Hello, everybody, and welcome to The Book of Harry. This movie was directed by Colin Trevorrow, who, Dwebs, what did he do?
He directed Safety Not Guaranteed and Jurassic World. So, which is funny because Jurassic World was one of the highest grossing films in 2015. The Book of Henry, on the other hand, was a gigantic box office flop in 2017.
And he was supposed to be directing Star Wars Episode 9, however, shortly after this movie came out and got panned by critics, he's mysteriously not directing it anymore. Yeah.
It's sort of like when Josh Trank was all of a sudden not on that Star Wars spin-off.
Gee, I wonder why. Anyway, so yeah, everybody. For those who don't know, this movie was Colin Trevorrow's attempt at making something original. Because after the big success of Jurassic World, he was given permission to finally make like a passion project of his, like basically full creative freedom to do whatever the hell he wanted. Much like J.J. Abrams with Super 8 after Star Trek. So let's just dive right in blindly, because trust me, that's the best way to go into this movie. So start your DVD, Blu-ray, Netflix, whatever you're using, and you should be seeing the black screen right before the Focus Features logo pops up. So 3, 2, 1, click.
So yeah, if
which
like your
company
copy
is
is like
responsible for these, like Universal, Lionsgate?
Focus Features.
Never heard of it.
they're owned by the same company who owns
Comcast.
Universal.
Yeah, they usually produce slightly more lesser known movies like Coraline, stuff like that.
Oh, that's not saying much, considering, for example, the Gummy Bear movie was made by Lionsgate.
It's okay. Right now it's just...
Anyway, a book and a pencil. Ah, because it's the diary, okay. Naomi Watts, really?
Yes, Naomi Watts is in this movie. Oh, the first thing we notice, Michael Giacchino's score is pretty sweet. Yeah, and Sarah Silverman is in this too. And Lee Pace, you know who that is too?
I may heard of her.
Lee Pace is Ronan from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1.
Oh, okay. You're not Leonardo da Vinci, fuck off.
Yeah, spoilers. These drawings don't really have anything to do with anything. They're just here for the sake of opening credit sequence. You're probably thinking, oh, these are the drawings from his book or something. No, they're not.
Probably side. Product placement, drawn product placement.
Well, that's something different.
Construction for fun. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Link.
Well, those were some fairly decent opening credits, I guess. All right, let's start. Oh, you're just in time, Dwebs. The opening credits just finished.
Oh.
Don't worry, Dwebs. The opening credits have nothing to do with anything. It's just random drawings.
Well, that's what this film will turn out to be.
Okay, so this film takes place in...
People are decent
Oh,
mostly.
okay.
I say mostly because we all know there are some real pricks out there. People are decent because they never forget how to reach out. Now and then, they'll even surprise you. But then
That's
again,
nice.
So basically, this is the dickheads movie.
Oh, trust me, Dwebs. You don't even know the half of it. I'm acting, guys. Don't you know that?
If a lot of people loved each other, the world would be a better place to live.
Which is odd. I mean, he was fine with child actors in Jurassic World. What happened here?
Well, to be fair to him, that one kid, he's not a main character at all. He only has like a couple lines. The actual two main kid actors are actually really good in the movie, so I'll give that credit there. In fact, this kid right here, the kid who plays Henry, he's really good in the movie. I'll give it credit there.
I listen to Linkin Park every day.
My legacy.
Making our mark. But isn't it just comfort food to stave off existential crisis?
Okay, so
Aristotle
Oh god,
is...
could we not start off like this?
yeah. Is this like hidden elementary school or something?
no, it's just, the gimmick of Henry is that he's a genius.
Of course he is.
Oh.
And what we can leave them with. The one thing we do know, we're here now.
Yeah, like Neil Breen said, I'm here.
No.
Now.
That's what I think about my kids.
Dude, leaving a giant sword to your best friend is a better way to live out your legacy. And I'm not saying this.
All right. For those who didn't listen, he was talking about the true legacy we should leave behind is a life of kindness and goodness. Keep that in mind for later. He thinks that people should just be good, and that in itself is a good legacy to leave behind. Okay, fine. Let's keep a mental reminder for that for later. So yeah, this is Henry's brother, Peter.
Is this kid the CEO of a company or something? Why is he talking about aluminium?
He's precocious. He's precocious.
No,
Lips.
dweebs. Otherwise, you'll be watching Forrest Gump instead.
Or no?
Or Boss Baby.
Okay, here's the basic thing about.
He's not picking the rest of the money of the call. Usually that happens.
That isn't the point. And besides,
I guess that is the point.
Okay, so the gimmick with this particular family is that Naomi Watts plays the mom, Susan, and she's kind of she's not very good at this whole parenting thing. Don't get me wrong, she loves her kids, obviously, and she tries her best
Is
to take
their
care.
car? Oh no, okay, so it's standard. Okay, no, sorry, continue. I got confused.
Yeah, mommy here, while she of course tries her best and she loves her kids and all that shit, she's not exactly the best at handling things like, taking care of finances and shit like that. So her genius son is actually the one who handles the finances. He's basically the real adult of this family for all intents and purposes.
I just wish I could make something like you do.
okay, come on then.
As you can probably figure out, Shiro, from first impressions, this movie looks a lot like it's like a throwback to the 1980s.
Oh, it's that. Is they're trying to build that. What's it called Rutger Hauer machine? No, that one that has of the overcomplicated system that it's seen in movies like City City Bang Bang.
Joe showed us one of those yesterday, but I can't remember the name of them.
Flying trampoline.
Oh, hey.
But as you see, Theo, he's smart, therefore he comes up with all these wacky gadgets.
You have to build an Excel.
Colin Trevorrow is a director, and he's about to find out that your passion project ain't so great.
Basically, yeah.
It's like in Star Trek Enterprise where T'Pol invents, I forgot what it's called, Velcro.
Velcro.
Let me check what it's called.
Too shallow. How about piranhas? Indigenous.
Okay, here's another thing. You should write kid characters better, Mr. Writer. I forgot his name. It's not Colin.
Not
before you
just
ask.
that, it's annoying.
He's not. It's not. If he was like 4 or 5, this would be fine. But he's like 8. 8-year-olds are not afraid of sharks in a fucking bathtub. Come on.
This is like the beginning of Page Master.
You okay?
We're calling it with
Capitals.
McCulkin's character
But
is like, oh, the statistics and shit.
But Theo, statistics clearly state that climbing a tree is incredibly dangerous.
Yours, our statistics.
Oh, guess what?
99%.
While the son handles the finances of the house,
Gears of War?
her mom plays Gears of War on the Xbox One.
Are you fucking kidding me?
What?
Who's the adult here again?
Who's the female adult that plays Gears of War? Oh, Okay, I'm all for showing actual gamer girls that are not stereotyped, but Gears of War seemed to be a weird choice. Microsoft, why? Why didn't you give like Fable or something?
Well, not
instead
even that. It's just like you
for
could tell
product
them that was a
placement?
poor decision maker because she didn't buy a PS4.
That too, yeah. What kind of mom buys an Xbox One for her kids?
I'm expecting
No,
my
no. You
paycheck
see,
tomorrow.
guys,
She's a terrible mother.
if this were a Sony movie, she'd be buying a PS4.
This is a Disney movie, isn't it,
Yes.
Dubs?
No, Universal.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Focus
in
features.
what it was called in Ghost Stories, they were playing on a PS2 about Dark Cloud or GTA, depending on what the dub said.
Try writing and drawing.
Mhm.
It's about something. It's a metaphor. It seems
It's metaphorical.
Of
Is she
what?
trying to explain this movie?
Oh, trust me,
Ah,
Dwebs. You wish you had someone to explain the movie to you by the time this is done.
Illuminati
Yeah.
confirmed.
Confirmed. Yeah, basically, the one kid's smart, the other's a kid.
Yeah,
The
he actually,
kid and the brain.
he actually goes beyond that, Dwebs. Peter is kind of dumb in the way he's written. And, which I guess is kind of the point, as a contrast to Aries' genius, I guess, but
I think just making him average would be contrast enough.
yeah, I agree.
He's a child genius.
Not necessary. You just stay home and work on your storybooks.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you sure? Because
Hold on.
Do we know what happened to the father, by the way?
No, the father is never mentioned in any way, shape, or form in this movie.
Okay, I just
Okay.
wish they implied at least he was dead or something
So the father died of
off screen.
Well, actually, never mind. I just remembered. There is one line where they imply what happened. Never mind, I forgot about that.
Waffles.
Yum.
You're in America, you see. We have to have waffles for our breakfast.
Yeah.
Which is funny because it's only
Are
European.
you sure they're not in Canada? Because that looks like maple syrup.
No, it is America. I've checked.
I'm not a child, Henry.
Smell the taste of breakfast.
Well, look at this family too. And if there's ever been an American family, this is it.
Also,
Oh yeah,
I don't know if you saw.
Mother of the Year, ladies and gentlemen, giving the finger to her kid.
I don't know if you saw it, but in that shot where the kid was putting the cereal back, he actually tripped over one of those glasses. Wait!
Yes, that's Dean Harris from Breaking Bad. Yes.
Why are you not collecting minerals?
It's collecting leaves now.
Why?
And that's his stepdaughter.
It's just a career shift.
Okay, so Dean here is the stepfather of this particular girl called.
Yeah, she was in the class earlier, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was very observant, Shiroi. And that's another thing, by the way. Speaking of that class, did you notice how there's like multiple age kids in that class? The two siblings are in the same class, even though one of them is almost 12 and the other's like 8. So how the hell are they in the same class?
Being not passing a year. I know it's really rare, but it can happen.
It would make sense if the youngest of the two was the genius, so they moved him up a few classes. But
Yeah.
no, it's the eldest child, so I don't understand why they made that decision.
Not to mention,
don't
not to
understand.
mention, as Shira just pointed out, that girl is in the class too, and she looks like she's 16.
There was a couple of times at my school when we had 2 year groups in one classroom.
So yeah, the mom works here with Sarah Silverman in this particular coffee shop, and even though Ari keeps telling her, "Mom, you don't have to work anymore. You can just take a break," and you're gonna see exactly what he means by that later.
But I'm having a hard time on moving on to
Okay, I'm going to guess right now she's dying of something.
No, Dwebs.
She's rich.
Golly gee, dweebs, all these movies making me dry. If only I had the fresh taste of the sweet taste of Coca-Cola.
Jack Black's brother?
These persons seem to have eaten Jack Black.
Almost 12.
So yeah,
Why do you care, by the way?
So yeah, she's quite the parent. She always has to ask her 12-year-old boy for every decision she makes. Yeah, and he plays checkers with the janitor. All right, so basically they're gonna talk to a kid who stole Henry's medal of sorts. And here's the girl. Pay attention to the girl, by the way, because they're gonna imply something later about her that doesn't really add up with what we're seeing.
Sure.
Hey, that's it, Christina. I forgot about her name.
You okay? Yeah. I'm good.
Can I have my medal back, please?
Actually, it was one of the
No, it
boys who
wasn't
stole. That was just a detour, Dwips, that he took. Oh crap.
Yes.
This is really strange
And
for This is
Symbolism.
really strange for an American show for you know, the smart kid not being the one who's being pushed around. That's
Yeah, I also noticed that too. I guess they're trying to avoid that cliche. Anyway, Peter here is mad at Henry because he wasn't there to
Save him.
right from the beginning because he went to talk to Christina.
So what he's gonna do?
Bros before hoes, Henry. Don't you know? And of course, this wouldn't be a 1980s American kid without.
With a montage. Gotta need a montage.
All right, believe it or
Why
not,
is he dressed like Anakin Skywalker?
but he's trying to cheer him up, Dibs. Okay.
I'm more surprised, but that helmet has a Japanese kanji on it.
All right. Notice how he's using
Plungers.
not that. Notice how he's using the machine to throw in that thing to make it look like it's snowing, right? With the fan. Believe it or not, that's going to be incredibly important in the climax. So
Does it become like a Home Alone parody?
no, you wish to.
Who are you?
Peter. Hank.
Hello, I have to pay my bills before Wreck-It Ralph 2 comes along. So
I gotta be the stupid ant.
With your misshapen head.
Don't you two start already.
Charming.
Pretend all this didn't happen, because I've had a hell of a day. Sheila and I are just gonna hang out a little, okay?
Hang
Okay.
out.
I know. I heard that.
Hmm?
You have underage children to take care of.
My mom was a bitch.
She was.
Join,
Is she a bitch or is she?
join the club, dear.
Hold on, I think I actually saw this scene another time.
This scene?
In particular, yes, I don't remember the context. Maybe my parents were actually watching this on TV.
Like a preview or something?
I kind of doubt.
don't know.
I kind of doubt it too. This movie recently got leaked on the internet. It's still not available for purchase, except for except from digital services. The actual TV airings are still not a thing for this movie. I'm pretty sure.
Well, digital services can be accessed on TVs now. So
No, but my parents
okay.
are not the kind, or I retreat my case.
okay.
But they're kids. Little tiny creatures in the world. Waiting for life to just happen.
Alright, I'm gonna look up who
Wow,
wrote
it's
this
so
thing.
deep.
Waiting for life.
No,
to
no, no,
bring
Dibs.
them down.
I'm sorry, Dibs, but I'm gonna have to ask you to stop right there. Don't worry, I'll bring it up myself. Just when it becomes apparent. Just trust me on that. I'm gonna need you to take a leap of faith with me right now.
But I don't want to tickle anybody.
No, a leap of faith. Do you even know what that means?
I thought you said tickle.
Ah! Is this an horror movie?
All right,
actually?
now this is actually important. We're about what we're about to see. It's foreshadowing for something later. I think it's now. Yeah, it is.
Let me guess, he's got like PTSD or something.
No.
No, Dweebs. Oh. take pills?
It's a headache, and he took an aspirin.
Okay. Pills here.
Grab a
All right, and now this is gonna take an interesting turn. All right, so there's Christina right there. It's like
Right, I've seen this kind of thing before. He fancies his next door neighbor.
Yeah,
It
this
happened
is,
also in Back to the Future anyway.
this is a classical trope in American media.
Plus the father, I
Oh,
guess, is sitting at
I
the TV.
kind of understand. Yeah, these kind of shots, like these peeping thing, it reminds me of what's called the window over the curtain. A movie about Hitchcock.
Hold
Let
on,
me check
hold
what
on,
it's
Teo, I'm
called.
gonna have to ask you to pay attention now.
Sure. I'm
Oh, the
doing
father's not there anymore.
it. Oh.
Oh boy.
Oh,
I think
fuck
I can see where this is going. The music.
And move on.
Abusive.
So yeah,
Abusive stepfather.
so yeah, now we have child abuse. You weren't expecting that to suddenly just show up in this movie,
not
were you?
really.
But we're not really like 20
At
minutes
this point, I wasn't expecting anything.
Oh, trust me, Teo.
Anyway,
I'm pretty sure there's other things in this movie that you're not going to expect.
that's the movie I was thinking about. Rear Window.
Okay.
Hey, sweetie. Need a lift?
So, minor question.
Go ahead.
Related to before. That girl, that other woman who came in was like the mother's sister or something.
You mean Sarah Silverman's character? No, she's just a friend.
Okay.
Because the way this movie's going, the way I think it's going, I mean, considering we're still here in the UK, we're still fresh off of
Donuts.
those all that Operation U Tree stuff. It's yeah.
I wish I was given donuts in school.
I think I might have been once.
So yeah, and now,
Only
and now,
case of
all right,
birthday parties.
pay attention, guys, because yeah, this scene is quite
Henry, where are you going? Henry!
Jesus. Zero class control.
Have to go on. What else do you need to see?
I believe you mean Principal Wilder? Am I going down this road again?
Bruises, exhaustion, decreased school performance, whatever grade's been.
Mhm.
You know I can't tell you anything about another student's grades.
You're under.
I love she's just rolling with it instead of saying get out of my office.
It's your ethical responsibility as an educator.
I made preliminary inquiries which turned up.
So make secondary.
And also gotta love how she's exactly knowing what he's talking about.
Okay, so yeah, turns out Ari has known about this for a while, and he's been trying to convince the principal to call in child services and shit, but she doesn't want to do it because Ari has no evidence.
Do these things mean anything?
I have known Mr. Sickleman longer than you've been.
Why doesn't he just go to the police or have his mom go to the police?
Hold on.
Child abuse is never easy, Dweeb, so that's actually true.
Fine. I will handle this without you.
And she doesn't stop it.
Henry Carpenter.
Are adults really useless in this movie?
Well, Teo, I can assure that the mom is not useless, at least not completely. Okay. So yeah, Harry has known about the child abuse for a while, apparently, because, he's apparently had conversations about this with the principal up until this point.
Also, the alleged child abuser is a upstanding member of society.
Yeah.
They always are, aren't they?
Yeah, and
Of
but
course.
basically, he's,
me and Shiroy have been hearing about this kind of thing for a while.
I
here in the UK.
mean, it can happen because any kind of people can be, these kind of assholes. But the fact that media tend to, portray this thing. Yeah, I'm gonna convince that this character is actually the mother's secret lover. Oh, sorry, because all the hints point out at that.
Okay, so yeah, the movie made you think for like the first 18 minutes it was going to be this 80s throwback and stuff, but now all of a sudden we're throwing in child abuse into the mix.
Joyful.
That's random.
And trust me, Duez, you think that's random? You haven't seen shit yet.
Of course.
Oh boy, I can't wait. I think I know why this film bombed.
No,
Bottoms
Dwebs,
up.
trust me, Dwebs. You have to wait because the best is yet to come.
Hugh, how did you know I had cider?
I
Anyway,
actually was referring to the mother.
yeah, the mom. So yeah, the mom is trying. Harry's trying to say, she's alcoholic. Come on, she's not an alcoholic.
Okay, this shot is becoming really annoying.
Has a two-headed baby.
What kind of shot?
The fact that the kids are pulling everything from the shackles and the other is pulling back or something. Okay, buddy, you wanna get a cape and become a superhero because,
Henry,
But don't worry, Theo. The mom just said it's none of your business.
I mean, yeah, it's bad, but sometimes it's not business. A lot of problems happen because some people decide that other people's problems are suddenly theirs.
Basically, Harry is a firm believer that if
Saratoga Country Helpline.
we're gonna have a conversation about this later, but Harry is a firm believer that if we see someone who needs help, we should always help them, regardless of of whatever situation it is. And now he's trying to call child services. There you go, Dibs.
Caseworker, please. Hi. I'd like to report a child.
Well, at least he's well, he's not. You can't say he's not taking every step he can.
Oh, trust me, Dibs. He will take every step he can. You don't even know the half of it.
The anonymous reporting, get it? The address.
He's not gonna kill the guy, is he?
Spin the lane and the abusive.
I've seen already Igurashi, so probably yes.
Thank you very much.
So, okay. I'm sorry. There's one thing I got to say. Why do Americans always carry their shopping in those bags? There's no handle or nothing.
It's one of my.
There you go. Christina's offering one of her medals to him.
Hey, sweetie. Henry told me you're gonna do a dance next month.
It's always the dance.
I love how these two, for some reason, have a secret handshake. I don't understand that.
Yeah, I confess I get a little impatient and things like that.
Yeah, I'm sure you
Hank
do. I'm sure you do,
Hank
asshole.
was never the same after catching Walter.
I'm happy to take her.
I'll pick her up.
Great.
Mrs. Carpenter.
Sweetie, please. Susan.
Yeah, we don't want to reference better directors.
They're lucky to have you.
Thank you. Your father's lucky
Now,
to have
1v1 me at Gears of War.
Honestly, if what this movie's telling me, I think playing Gears at War is, the lesser of the obvious
Problems, I guess.
And sure, does your brother play Gears of War on his Xbone?
focusing on academics.
No, he mostly plays FIFA
Ah, okay.
and
That's
Battlefront.
not right, Shiro. Apparently, it's only us Italians who actually only own consoles to play FIFA. That's a topic for another day.
Also, he has a Pac-Man shirt.
Get it?
Hey,
So
I
let's add Namco Bandai for the people who authorize the. But again, all these companies, at least Namco Bandai, also authorize stuff for pixels.
Yeah,
So I'm not.
and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
had a.
No, okay, but in that movie it was a nice reference. For things like this, it's just rules. We got paid in order to put this.
I have a Pac-Man shirt like
It
that.
seems like I get the feeling that Namco Bandai. Yeah, there you go. See, they're talking about how it was none of his business. Blah blah. And Harry. Yeah, there you go.
If everybody did that, then there would be no one to look out for the people who just can't look out for themselves.
So much should I have done? I didn't want things to get violent.
Again, you could have reported your suspicions to.
There you go.
I get it. This is foreshadowing.
Not just that, but you'll see. There you go. It's Theo. He thinks apathy is worse than violence.
Fuck off. Hitler was thinking like you.
Oh.
Great. We got young Adolf Hitler now.
We got little Hitler.
Well, didn't you say that one of the people who worked on
child services.
what is called Downfall worked on this? Hey, come on!
Okay, turns out that guy that's talking to Hank right now, he's his brother. Turns out the child services are run by his brother.
Of
Oh,
course.
Oh, great. Let me
By
guess.
the way,
His brother's gonna cover. The brother's gonna cover up for all his child
Things.
abuse.
Yeah.
Exactly.
By the way, does the brother shows up ever again in the movie?
We do hear a phone call between him and
okay.
Hank.
No, because I was thinking, that actor must have been the luckiest in the world. Now I'm gonna just need you to stay in that shot and just say random things. We're not gonna use the audio anyway.
And we're gonna need you to also speak into this microphone so we can use it for a phone call.
Here's your play check.
Yeah. Boggle, bloggle, blah, 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 blah.
Poppity pop pop pop.
Yeah, thank you. Do you want to burn down an orphanage later?
There you
Okay,
go,
okay, okay.
George Sickleman, aka. Whereas
Oh, fuck.
the abusive father is called Glenn Sickleman.
Oh, let me guess. He goes to the police, but it turns out that their aunt runs the police service.
No. Fortunately, that was the last time they pulled that one. Nice view of this bridge, at least.
Saratoga?
Yeah. It's like
Where's
that
Saratoga?
paint.
Yeah, this doesn't really sound like the kind of thing Giacchino usually does.
I'm pretty sure Colin specifically asked them to, just like himself, to try something different with this movie.
Yeah, I guess. Engine 4.
Alright, so now he's testing how good the view is using using a telescope from the treehouse. Why, you ask? You'll see why eventually.
Hold up some fingers.
Yeah, trying to test to see if he can actually see how many fingers Peter had up. And now he's going
Surprised
to
you
get
didn't
some
do
books.
the thing and hold up his middle finger or something.
Alright, let me just read that for Shiroi. Techniques of crime investigation. Basically, books about crime investigation.
Oh, so he's
I'm
gonna try to pull the
guessing-
perfect... Yeah, it's literally Igarashi. He's gonna devise the perfect plan to kill the abusive parent.
I'm guessing the view from the treehouse is better.
Also, Polaroid.
Also, Doctor Strange? What the hell are you doing here?
I don't know, it looks like instead the Manos from Manos the Ends of Fate.
Maybe. Anyway, trust me, Teo. Believe it or not...
Is this Jimbo's shop? That looks like kind of like Jimbo.
Alright, listen here, because this is actually going to be kind of important for later.
Okay. Oh, sure you did, buddy. So we're throwing even Mafia.
Dominic
Thanks.
sent me.
Of course.
Anyway, it's interesting you say that, Teo, because
What the hell?
It's interesting you mentioned Igarashi, Teo, because this movie is probably gonna take that trope in a direction that you won't expect.
So, supernatural stuff?
No.
Oh.
Also, too, I'm guessing what happened there is that he was getting another headache, since he seems to get those.
Yeah, more Gears of War.
Speaking of headache,
I'm
This
sorry,
movie is
Microsoft.
sponsored by Gears of War.
I'm sorry, Microsoft, but no. Just could have done Killer Instinct. That game deserved more publicity. Come on.
it's as silly as when Simon Pegg in Mission Impossible Rogue Nation was playing Halo 5.
Kinda.
As soon as I level up on the
Again, it says a lot when one of the movies that respects gaming more is one with Adam Sandler playing.
So yeah,
Shadow of the Colossus.
not only is Naomi Watts an addicted gamer, she curses in front of her kids, and the son has to basically do everything for her.
Why is she calling them enchiladas? That's not a kind surname.
I'm guessing it's just a little in-joke they have in between the three.
No,
Also,
don't be
she's more
silly.
like a teenage girl than a mother.
You're both enchilada number ones.
Oh, Mom, not again.
Jesus.
He's gonna turn into the Sandman off wrestling. He's gonna.
Is that a ukulele?
And now she's gonna
That's
break
off
it.
my ukulele.
And now it's time to break into a song.
No, please.
We are the Crystal Gems. Hey, that's
Well,
not something.
Rebecca does like.
Oh, so wait, there are no subtitles for the song.
Yeah, Rebecca plays the ukulele, doesn't she?
Yeah, she writes all the demos for the songs on the ukulele.
Don't worry, Theo. The song is not important.
I think I heard already this song.
This is what Ruby sings to Sapphire every night. Well, except weekends, she does something a bit different.
Well, I wish I was watching a Steven Universe episode instead of this.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm supposed to be sad because this woman kind of feels as if trying to be melancholic.
Trust me, Theo. Trying to decide trying to figure out the tone of this movie is in itself an enigma.
It's a movie in and of itself.
This reminds me of a puzzle.
Trust me.
Professor Layton needs to figure out the tone of the movie.
If you manage to figure out the tone of this movie, you'll automatically unlock all the bonus sections instead.
Wow, it's worth that many picarats.
Yes.
You'll unlock the director's cut.
Oh, how cute.
Now it's night 2. Oh.
What the fuck?
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the movie to take another dark turn.
What? What the fuck? The Hank has
Does
come
the
to
kid
kill
have
them?
night terror? No, does the
Oh,
kid have
jeez.
night terror?
Seizure.
He's having seizures?
He's
He's
seizing.
having a night terror.
No, he's seizing, Shirai.
Oh.
Actually, there is a dedicated number for our emergency like this.
Well, you have to keep in mind, Theo, most people just
Oh,
go...
let me guess. The headache, now this, he has a brain tumor or something. Of
That's
course.
right, ladies and gentlemen. Now Harry suddenly has a brain tumor.
I wish I was watching Dr. House.
Yeah, exactly. There you go, Dwebs. Now suddenly we're doing brain tumor.
I mean, it can happen to have children with brain tumor. It's sadly not as rare as you may think. But this movie is like trying to impress you all every fucking minutes because he's like he's afraid that he's losing concentration.
Theo, I told you, if there's one thing this movie is not, it's boring.
That's the problem, Pedro. I'm still not really caring.
I know. I'm not saying...
What's Gordon Freeman doing here?
Well, I think...
He's talking dweebs. He cannot be Gordon Freeman.
So, yeah... You know that subplot about child abuse? Well, we're going to interrupt it for like 15...
Always going to interrupt it.
We're going to basically interrupt that subplot about the child abuse for like 15 minutes because we have to handle about Henry's brain tumor. Sorry, Dwebs, but the plot is on standby right now.
Oh,
You
great.
went from like a pretty calm family tone to child abuse back to sort of bittersweet but still calm, and now brain tumor.
Exactly. And I love how the mom even went, you have to sign the consent. Oh, I can't do anything without asking him and shit. Come on, you're a parent. Take some fucking...
Yeah, especially in a moment of emergency.
Yeah, take the head. Your son's in peril.
Besides, as I mentioned, the lack of a father figure makes just raise many questions that are not answered because the movie never took time in order to explain things.
Okay, I don't remember where exactly that line was said to, but they imply that the father walked out on them or something like that.
Well, according to my headcanon, she's getting someone to console her anyway, so yeah.
Alright, so let's ask Dr. Ronan here.
I mean, guess, he's already dead.
No.
Well, it'd be a pretty short movie, then, wouldn't it?
Yeah, the
No,
film.
but that's the thing. Considering the pace of the movie, I would have expected him to die.
Not just yet, Theo. Turns out the cancer is terminal. So yeah, Harry's gonna die halfway through the movie.
Are you
Halfway
fucking?
through? Wait, halfway through?
Is this like No Country for Old Men, where they kill all the main protagonists like halfway through? To be fair, that's kind of what happens also in Psycho, but there was a reason for that.
So is this movie going to be basically about him solving the child abuse case before he dies?
Oh, Shira, you wish.
Oh, so they're just leaving that?
Okay, Dwebs, I'm sorry. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize. But because one of our main characters suddenly has brain terminal cancer for some reason.
Yeah,
We have to
other
stop the
than
plot for
the-
like 15 minutes. So
About
please stand by
that,
for later news about the child abuse.
when cancer happens, even in the worst case scenarios, it is not that sudden. Even if you find
Also-
terminal brain cancer, it takes like a couple of months.
All right, this is actually the
Also
scene.
hospital food.
Alright, this is the scene where I'm going to bring up who wrote this. Thanks for waiting, Dwibs. Also, I'd like to mention... Okay, first of all, Colin, Mr. Ryder, pick a scenario and stick with it. Brain cancer, child abuse, friendly family thing, pick one. You can't do all three.
Well, you can, but you have to be a really, really good writer.
Well, you saw that girl, that black girl who accompanied that kid outside lives.
Alright, hold on.
That's usually my job.
Alright, if you don't mind, yeah, a tumor. We all know what a tumor is. Yeah, and here's the cool thing. Since he's the genius, now he's actually going to even interrupt the doctor and explain to him what the problem is, of course. Because he's a genius, so of course he knows this shit.
This kind of rapid onset, cutting right
Another big problem, by the way, is this movie jumps from big plot in such a hammy and ham-fisted way. It's impossible to care because the movie didn't really bother to actually even build up to any of these things. It just brings them out of the fucking blue. Yeah, he thought it was just stress at first, but he was starting to suspect that as well. All right, this is the part where I'm going to be able to bring up the writer.
I'll get your fucking degree.
Yeah, here you go. This is the part. Okay, this movie was written by Greg Hurwitz, and now a problem with the way this movie was written is going to arise right now because Ari's going to ask the doctor, "Can I see my X-ray?" So let's show him his X-ray. Yeah, there you go. MRI, whatever. The point is, he's going to show him his brain. Let's see.
All
right, and guess what? He shows it on an iPad.
Let me guess, we don't actually see it.
So yeah, at first I was wait. I thought this was taking place in the. I thought this was taking place in the 80s. Why is there an iPad here? Okay, there's an explanation for this. Greg Hurwitz originally wrote this script in 1998, and it remained. And he's been trying to get this script made into a movie for 20 years. And Colin Trevorrow was the one who found it and decided he wanted to make it into a movie.
No. It's Pluto Nash all over again.
There you go, Dwebs.
Wow, and
So-
he didn't notice this technological hiccup.
The similarities are all too clear. Scripted constant limbo for nearly 20 years. It finally gets made and it flops.
Not just
I
that.
kinda can see where it's going because this plot so far is like a patchwork of scenes, of plot elements.
Yeah. So yeah, this was written 20 years ago, and Greg Hurwitz has been struggling to try to get this movie made. Gee, I wonder why.
Well, I want to give the benefit of the doubt and say that like the first draft was a bit more sense.
I'm sorry, this is a big problem. The main character is about to die of brain cancer, and I don't really care because the movie didn't really do a good job to earn
same.
this. You want to see a movie doing this kind of thing? Watch 50-50.
Yes, Henry is going to be in the hospital for a little.
Watch 50-50 with Joseph Gordon-Levitt. That's much better.
When was the last time that there was a movie with a script constantly being delayed for like 20, 25 years and it turning out good?
She's gonna have to explain to the class now what.
I mean, the only difference between this and Pluto Nash is that this film was a really cheap film. It didn't cost $100 million.
Oh god, this scene. Okay, guys.
Yeah, she's gonna be so sorry for all the bad things she said to him.
Not just that, too. I wish it was just that.
Can I see this, please?
God no.
Sarah, I know you need to pay your bills until Wreck-It Ralph 2 comes along, but you try picking better movies.
And preferably don't be annoying in them.
Why'd you have to go and do this?
Wait, why'd you have to go and do? Yeah.
You can choose to have a brain tumor.
God damn it, Hank! You,
Why did you have to choose
God
that?
damn it, Hank! You and your brain tumors. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Are you serious right now, Greg?
Again, you think in 20 years he'd notice this kind of stuff and fix it?
Yes, Greg. Thank you for flat out spelling out for me what's the emotional subtext of this scene.
Not just that. Don't you think that saying to her is a bit rude?
Well, to be fair,
Hold on,
she
guys,
was rude to him.
You have
Nah.
the
I don't think
knowledge,
she
but you
quite
lack the judgment.
understands. I don't think
No.
she quite
No.
Oh,
understands.
no.
No.
Oh my god!
Oh,
No.
What the hell is this movie even doing?
Oh my god.
Pedophilia, that's what it's doing, Pedro.
And guess what? And guess what, guys? This scene just happened. It's never brought up again. We're never gonna talk about this. What's this scene doing in the film?
Non-safe for work, big-lipped alligator moment.
There's so
Charming.
I don't know.
Don't.
Is it?
Okay. If it makes you feel any better, that's the one scene in this movie that has something like that. Fortunately, there's no more scenes like this.
He's potentially suable for this.
Unfortunately, I'm guessing Harry doesn't care at this point. He's gonna die.
I
in a
know.
week.
I mean the director of the movie.
Sorry too. I guess not.
Oh,
Because the actor definitely looks underage.
He is. He's like 13 or something.
Oh.
Not even just that, Joey. Remember, the character itself is 12.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, Harry wants the mom to bring in all the financial files so he can probably instruct her on how to deal with the house so she can take care of Peter properly.
She's probably gonna need social services to help her, I mean, ironically.
ironically.
Oh, this is a really cheap film. It cost $10 million.
I can't believe there's not, like...
Yogurt.
But it didn't even make half of that back at the box office.
I can't even, like... I don't even understand why this kid is not like, yeah, by the way, Mom, your best friend and maybe alcoholic girlfriend just planted one on me. Can you do something?
Not just that, it's the same problem with Donnie Darko. Is the fact that his child tries his best to be so unlikable to everyone. Because he's so genius.
It's essential that you make sure Mom reads my red note, okay? Not you, just Mom. Why did you make her yourself? Peter, I'm trusting you to do this because you...
It's not like I have much choice in this matter.
So yeah, he's asking the mom to be sure to tell Mom to check my red book, aka the Book of Harry.
Roll credits.
Well, the movie hasn't said it, so...
Yeah. Oh, I just remembered. I've got the sound effect I need to...
Of course,
do the
since
thing
he's so
at the-
ingenious, he's also an atheist.
So yeah, roll credits.
Jesus, Louise.
Ouch!
I'm sorry,
do
you need a fedora on your head to tip?
I will give props to the actors. The actors are trying their best to pull something out of this with what they're given, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, they can't exactly... And thus you learned a valuable lesson. Don't spend so much
Oh
time...
no! Dwebs. She will. Dwebs. The mom will indeed learn a valuable lesson, but only in the end of the movie. So wait for that.
So wait, the part of their economy is also, playing in trading stocks?
That's because Theo, throughout the years, since he's a genius, he's been investing in the stock market, and because of that, he's managed to gain a shit ton of money that he's deposited in an account.
Of course.
And he's going to leave this money to his family to...
Well, to be fair, Pedro, about the technology thing, She was technically playing on an Xbox One before, so that should have been
That too,
Yeah, that's
that too, yeah. But true. Well, I didn't want to bring up that first, but yeah, you're right as well. I probably should have brought it up in the Xbox One part. Yeah, the point is the technology in this movie is inconsistent because because they use cassette tapes and tape recorders, but they also have iPads and Xbox Ones.
Well, we saw only the kid using them, so I guess he could have been said that due to his obsessive compulsive disorder, he was very into that retro stuff.
No, but remember, Teo, we saw him calling from a payphone. There's no payphones anymore around.
I
there?
don't know what
Actually,
America
you can
in
find
my
a couple.
country.
Oh, really?
yes.
Okay, then. Here in Portugal, I haven't seen one here in Portugal in years.
People barely use them, but yeah, they
Yeah.
still exist. We have them here too.
I mean, there's one in a couple of towns near me.
There's a fair few in London.
Are there any in Swansea still, Siri?
A couple.
You're the best part of me, Harry. Yeah. Really nice to your other son, lady. You're the best part of me because my other son just doesn't cut it.
Yeah,
My other son isn't smart.
He's just a little enchilada. Yeah, you see that person pulling the carted waves? That's kind of my job.
Ah, so you like that extra me and Siri keep seeing in Casualty.
Thanks, waves. I'm being reduced to an extra.
Hey, Teo, extras are important too.
Extra life matter. Oh,
Hey,
what
Tia,
the fuck?
don't worry. The extra I'm on about.
Okay,
some
so
of the shows
doing?
from start.
hold on, Teo. Basically,
What are you doing?
he's having a delusion.
Yeah, it's turned into a really bad house episode. This.
Yeah. Where's your glory to save this thing when you need him?
Well, I just hope he doesn't have any hallucinations in that season 7 episode.
Don't worry, Webs. Fortunately, we're not going to have hallucinations in this movie. I'm actually surprised considering the batshit crazy things that this movie pulls out of its ass.
Oh, let me guess. He's dead.
Yes. Harry dies.
Like this.
Not even...
Wait, now he's dead?
Yes.
Pretty much halfway through the movie, like almost like a minute or two.
So yeah, I guess the mom's the main character now.
Really?
Yes.
Now the mother is the main character. What
Yes.
the other kid would have been?
Well, the thing is, the other kid is kind of a bit bland, so...
Also, the mother has been more involved, I think.
Okay, so Harry died, so I guess we have to move on from that
Notice
plot.
my directing!
That too, but... okay, guys, Harry died. So I guess from this point on, we can get back to the child abuse subplot, maybe?
Well, I guess, guys, that means the movie's over. I'm going to leave now and be back.
Everything is now in this
Come
blue
on.
scale, what's it, Twilight.
Twilight, yeah. Okay, the same complaint I threw at No Country for Old Men, I threw it at this one as well. If you made this movie, Colin, Greg, you made this movie about Harry. If you're going to kill him halfway through the movie, then the movie can just end here.
Is this movie going to be about, like, the impact he had on the world, like, after death?
You wish, Shiro. You wish. Not to mention, he didn't really have any impact on the world at all. I mean, he had an impact
All
on
his
his...
friends and stuff, I guess, and...
Oh, don't you see, guys? He was trying to constantly using the walkie-talkie that they always used.
I think that's Henry's bed he's sleeping in, too.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's just the big problem. Like I said before, this movie doesn't really earn this thing. Like it brought the whole cancer thing so fast, and it ended it so quickly. Like the movie didn't properly pace itself.
The pace is a problem.
The pacing is god awful. Add to that the incredibly abrupt tonal shifts. It's basically impossible to get swept up by this movie.
And the movie's over, I guess. No.
That would be the logical way to end the movie, I guess. But no, Colin wants to keep. Colin and Greg want to keep going.
That last shot reminded me a bit of the ending of Watchmen.
Okay, Dwebs, you still there? Dwebs?
Whoops.
I guess he's burped again.
Burped.
Okay, guys.
Obsessive compulsive cake making.
Okay, Theo, guess what? That was ending A. Now we're going to start working towards ending B.
That would mean that we should watch the movie from the beginning.
Well, unfortunately, this is a movie, so we cannot afford that.
Don't swear in front of me.
Bitch. Cigar. Oh, really? She's gonna start smoking?
Look at this beautiful day.
Basically, the mom is still having trouble getting over it.
I don't know. The weather in the shot outside wasn't so nice.
What?
Get a fucking hold of yourself. Go to a therapist.
Yeah, you need it. Also, the problem with this as well, because I mean, Theo, you talk about not caring, and the thing is, it's true because we've had so much serious shit thrown at us, and we haven't had any positive downtime to get to know the characters we're supposed to root for.
That's also a grave scene for me, Shiro. You cannot throw these serious elements that have such a deep impact in our lives as human beings, and committing the sin of not having any of us caring about it.
It's hard to care about.
That's just wrong.
It's hard to care about some characters when only bad things happen to them.
What do you do?
What was the song from the South Park movie, Pedro? What would
Brian Boitano do?
Yeah.
What would Brian Boitano do if he was here right now? He picked up and he followed through, just like Brian Boitano did. Anyway.
I just forgot.
Also, dude, you could have made easily a 420 joke and you didn't.
So yeah, Dr. Ronan here has decided that he's going to make a house call to them because he's worried about them.
Well, it was already planned, it seemed, but she forgot.
Yummy.
So yeah, like I was trying to say earlier, from this point on, this becomes a completely different movie. Again, we've already saw 2 movies before this. Now we're starting to watch the 3rd one. You see, Theo, Colin and Greg couldn't decide which genre of movie to make, so they just made all of them.
Of course. Let's throw as much shit at the wall and see what sticks.
Welcome back,
We should be
Dwebs.
thankful this movie isn't 3 hours
Hey, Dwebs.
long, like 1 hour for each plot point.
Don't worry, Dwebs. Don't worry, Dwebs.
So we're on like the 8 billion plot point now.
Don't worry, Dwebs. We didn't really miss anything. Basically, the Dr. Ronan here, he's decided to come here and make a house call to see how they're doing and all that stuff. You didn't really miss anything. Don't worry. You're just in time though, because the 3rd plot is about to come. Yes, we're gonna.
Oh, we're seeing the diner again.
To be fair, it's technically a consequence of the child abuse subplot, so I guess technically it doesn't completely come out of nowhere, but it's still so. This is the part, guys, where the movie officially completely breaks any possible shred of believability it had. If it didn't by this
You're
point.
fired.
No, actually, he's saying that she came back a little too soon.
No, you're not.
You're not fine. Your boy sent this from the hospital?
There you go. Basically, Harry had it thing for this guy to give her this letter to her. There you go. The mom is filthy rich because of Harry's investments in the stock. Bitch, take advantage of this. Yeah, exactly.
So what? Did this kid predict that he'd have a brain tumor or something?
No, he didn't. Don't worry, Dwebs. What he's told us earlier, he was already suspicious of it, but he wasn't sure, so he figured, it's probably just stress. I'm probably being paranoid.
Also, dealing with stocks probably helps because his family situation wasn't the best anyway.
Are you? Yeah, I'm great. I'm fine. Yeah, I've got to run. I dented the grill on my Maserati. I believe that
Oh, I think it's... Is it no?
it's a whole thing. I have to
Oh, never mind.
get home to my 2 boys.
Do you mean one boy?
Don't you mean one boy? Yeah, what we've said.
Awkward.
Canolo? What?
What? Oh my god, it's
Why
what?
is-
It's
Why is
like,
having... Like, what the fuck?
So where the hell are we? Because this definitely doesn't look like the same planet I live in.
so in the same movie we started off from.
No, Dwebs, we've left the original movie a long time ago. We're in a completely different... Basically, Dwebs, Greg figured, you know what? Fuck it, that's stupid. Let's move on to a different thing.
Did this original script Did this original script involve like 2 movies or something, but you had to plaster them all into one?
That's what I'm thinking, Dweebs. This is like a patchwork.
Well, Dwebs, I was saying earlier while you were gone, I said I said to you right now. You see, Dwebs, Greg and Colin couldn't decide which genre of movie they wanted to make, so they just made all of them.
You know, it's bad when this movie couldn't. It's bad when it's a cheap movie and yet it couldn't even make back half its box office.
I'm more surprised that an Italian pastry was actually in his lunchbox.
Don't worry, Theo. Nobody blames the pastry.
It was that damn croissant that ruined this movie.
Yes.
Yes.
Not the abrupt tonal shifts, the incredibly bad writing. That I can handle. But that pastry's gotta go.
Pedro, can you remind me that the name of the little kid, Paul or something?
Peter.
Peter.
That'd be like
yes, Peter. Open the Death Note and write your.
Oh, here we go. Pay attention, guys. There you go.
What?
Wait, yeah.
That'd be like if a British movie was ruined by Welsh Rarebit or something.
Hold on, Debs.
Wait, is she gonna pick up the plan?
Wait,
Hold on. Pay attention. This is hilarious.
okay.
I don't think the task they had in mind was killing Glenn.
Mr. Sickleman.
Whatever.
Get it? Sickleman, because he's a sick man. Ha 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 ha.
Very good, Greg. Anyway,
Well, remember, was this based off a book or?
no, it's an original script. Oh, here you go. And guess what? He predicted that she would want to call Child Protective, and he's now describing why it's not an option.
Someone else we can call to handle this.
The Ghostbusters. Who you're gonna call?
Hold on.
Stuff Henry didn't think of?
This is ridiculous.
I know, right?
Wait, are they actually gonna do it though?
Hold on. Why there's no other way to help Christina? Okay, fuck you, movie.
There's pros and cons written in here somewhere.
Is this the Book of Henry or Death Notes?
Oh, he was the police commissioner.
That's why I'm trying.
There you go, Dweebs. That's why they can call the police. He is actually the police commissioner.
There you go.
I don't know if Clover wants in on it, but we should.
Is he making a sandwich with banana and
Lucky Charms.
peanut butter?
Wait a minute, banana and peanut butter is fine, but Lucky Charms?
No, it's not, Shiro. It's gross.
I find it interesting how that's what bothers you guys the most right now.
I'm Italian, Pedro. Food's important for me.
And we're
Also,
British, so it's kind of important to us too.
I rate this movie a 12 out of 10.
How does a movie like this get made? Keep in mind.
Again, the irony. The actor is playing the chief of police. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
He's
Hank.
friends with everyone.
So yeah, basically the mom is trying her best to try to reach to pretty much everybody she can think of to try to get someone to save Christina.
But that's not the thing, Shiro. In Breaking Bad, the same actor plays actually a chief of police.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, nobody's helping the poor woman.
Damn.
Also, now that you guys are bringing it up, I think I might change my Halloween pick to the new Death Note movie.
Oh god.
Keep in mind, Whip, someone went to Focus Feature / Universal, pitched this script, and and there was an executive that looked at this and thought, yes, this is what we're gonna
We
go
can
with.
do it.
It took them like nearly 20 years to come to that decision. Seriously, 1998.
Universal probably was getting desperate for something original, I guess.
Yeah,
Don't
it's
you
like
see,
with-
Dweebs?
it's
We
like
need
with
to
Warner
insert
Brothers.
Don't you see, Dweebs? We're gonna insert this into their dark universe.
It's exactly like Warner Brothers with Pluto Nash.
Okay. So,
No.
and now the mom gets to see for herself what's going
Are you
on.
fucking kidding me? Oh, she's sending messages with the lamp.
No, she's not sending messages with the lamp. At least it doesn't look like it. I'm pretty sure
She's
that's
just
not.
turning it on and off because
Yeah,
she's...
yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not Morse code.
And there you go, another shot like that, like in Rear Window. I understand that this guy was a huge fan of Hitchcock, but come on.
So yeah, this is the
It's-
part. So yeah, this is the scene where
It's goofy time.
This is the
no,
part-
Dad, no.
this is where the mom also finds out what's going on, and now she actually decides.
I'm really baffled by the fact this father never bothered to cover the curtains of the room because he would have thought something like that.
You know, here's another problem that I have with the movie right now. Sure, you're still there, by the way.
Yep.
Okay. Here's another problem. What if Harry was wrong and Sarah was wrong? Because we never actually see that that's exactly what's going to happen.
Interesting dilemma.
They imply that something bad is going on, but they never actually show us. So for all we know, maybe they're mistaking things. I mean, I get that this is a PG-13 movie, so you cannot get too graphic, but you could at the very least have, like, I don't know, maybe Harry asks Christina about it, and Christina briefly implies it with a sentence or something like that. That could have worked, but no, we're just supposed to... Something bad is happening, and it's bad. Just trust us on this.
So now Naomi Watts has gone from the supporting character to the main one.
She was, I can imagine already the taglines of the trailer. She was once a peaceful and charming mother,
Greg?
but everything changed when her son died, and now she's peace.
Greg, Colin, you're supposed to show, not tell.
This summer, Naomi Watts is packing heat.
Okay, everybody. So, plans C. Check the safe.
Safe.
All right.
Got a machine gun in there.
No.
No, remember, Dweebs, she's gonna have to get the guns using the passcode that the kid learned at the weapon shop.
So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, here's what's gonna happen now. Harry
Interesting that they only now mention they had a safe in the basement. Go ahead.
Harry left in his book super detailed instructions, and also tapes with also detailed instructions about how the mom is going to kill Mr. Sickleman. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Now the mom is going to follow a pre-made tutorial by the son to kill Pedo Dad.
Hello, my name is Henry. Welcome to my YouTube tutorial on how to kill a child abuser.
And she goes along with this.
Because potatoes.
Does this movie take place in another planet? Because it's definitely not the same one I live in.
Probably
I'm sorry?
again. Maybe it's set in the dark universe.
I'm
You were
trying
say-
to figure out what lesson the mother's supposed to learn at the end.
Don't worry, she
Also-
will. She will learn the lesson. You'll see.
It's making also me thinking that maybe between the two cases, the mother is the most psychopath.
Hold on, I got to interrupt you here. Notice how he still has his bandage there in the head.
Yeah.
During the week that he was in the hospital, he's been sneaking out of the hospital to prepare all this shit.
No.
Bullshit. Sorry, no.
How does he even get
I'm sorry to say this, it's not like the police or something, but hospital security is good enough for not letting a patient's escape like that.
This
Also, Dwibs, it's like, I don't know if you saw Emmerdale this week, it's like that crazy bitch walked out of the hospital with a baby, but the hospital was full not 2 minutes ago, and it's like, how the fuck is no one seeing her gather?
this movie.
It's 2017 Emmerdale. Do you expect that's the one that ripped off Misery?
This movie is completely detached by reality. And now, ladies and gentlemen, now we're about to get what is quite possibly the example of the most contrived writing in this movie. Pay attention here.
How's that enough? I know it doesn't seem like enough, but
And of course he predicts that she would know that he's not enough. But listen.
the next ATM
Listen here.
is Longbow and Swan. You're gonna go right at the intersection. Your other right.
Fuck you, movie. Fuck you. Seriously.
This is so stupid. By the way, Pedro, have you checked what's the Rotten Tomatoes score?
22. Don't worry, this movie was panned.
Is this turned into a freaky bad episode of Person of Interest?
No, Dwebs. If this was
Dwebs,
if this was an episode of Person of Interest, I would be enjoying this.
I thought a bad episode.
Honestly, I would argue there was only one episode of Person of Interest that I didn't like in all 5 seasons, but I'll bring it up later. Michael, okay.
Michael Pacino's trying too hard now.
Yeah, it's like in that scene that I mentioned in Spider-Man when he was
a nemesis vanquish? What kind of weapon?
I'm not an expert because I don't frequent that much as SK in 4chan, but they will probably give a better answer on that.
Oh, and one with a suppressor. And of course, she uses the Dominic sent me catchphrase.
So why don't you just name your price and I'll get out of here?
She's actually gonna go through with this.
What little hair you have left.
She didn't incorporate. Yeah, we probably incorporated the passcode that guy sent me, but she did it also.
Okay, here's another problem I have. Isn't Harry supposed to be a genius? Because
Yeah.
if not, then he definitely doesn't look like a very smart genius right now. Because he think this over. Because any minimum thing that can go wrong with this plan would cause the mom to get arrested, and then Peter becomes completely devoid of anyone that can take care of him. I get that you love.
Orphanages just don't exist in the US anymore.
I get that you want to help the Christina, but put your family in first priority, dude. Come on. Especially considering he was saying how Peter is the most important person in his life and shit like that. Ladies
and gentlemen, the Book of Henry's mom.
Barely hanging on.
Nice shot, Mom. Look at that grouping.
Ha
Now make sure you collect the shells before you get out.
Yeah.
She's actually gonna go through with this. So why isn't she just saying fuck this?
There's a better question. Why am I still watching this movie?
Because commentary too.
Also, where the fuck does this house come from?
They built it, I'm guessing.
I know it was in the drawings and everything, but this is the first time it comes in and looks like it's rejected from a Tim Burton movie.
You know, also, another thing that I like to bring up, by the way. Aside from the cancer detour that we had, pretty much most of the movie revolves around saving Christina, right?
Mm-hmm.
So here's a problem. Christina had
where's the screen time?
Yeah.
What's her opinion on all this? Why is she so? We usually in abusive stories we get the shots of the kid that says something like he putting an excuse or doesn't want the authorities to be involved, shits like that.
And yet Christina has like a total of 7 lines in this movie, tops. The character from which the entire plot revolves around barely even counts as a character. She just stands there and looks awkward.
Also, yeah, we saw this house before when they were preparing that machine thing. Okay.
Why did breaking that have to end?
Why?
He needed another paycheck, I guess.
Why am I?
Why, Lisa?
I cannot believe I am actually watching a movie where an 11-year-old kid, its dying wish is for the mom to kill the next door neighbor. How the fuck did this mutant abomination of a film get made?
Again, the script was in development since the late 90s.
Again, maybe there's a reason nobody picked it up.
Someone, sorry.
Again, have we learned nothing from Pluto Nash?
Someone in production should have said no, and yet nobody did, apparently. Oh yeah. Here's another problem, by the way. They keep saying over. Remember, Ari earlier was telling the person that she has bruises and shit. We never actually see those bruises. Every time we see her, she looks physically fine. Yeah, she looks kind of awkward and stuff, but physically she looks fine. And trust me, later on we're going to even see her in a ballet tutu outfit, and you still don't see any bruises there. Colin,
Thanks for clearing that up, because I was going to ask, because she's constantly wearing long sleeves. I thought maybe we just can't see them, but if you're saying that she's wearing a ballet tutu, then yeah, that's a bit weird.
I'm going to bring up an example of something British that does this kind of thing better. It's bad when Grange Hill, a show that was broadcast on CBBC, a strand that's meant for 8 to 16-year-olds, can do this kind of thing better than this Hollywood movie. And Grange Hill ain't even on the air anymore.
I'm evil. I'm so transparently evil.
Yeah, stereotypical. Why?
Also, the lighting in the room,
Let me. Pedro. Let me guess. He killed the mother.
No. Don't you mean the dad?
No, the mother. His wife.
The mom. Well, we do know that the mom died, but we don't know anything else.
You know what the interesting, super plot twist will be of the end of the movie?
What?
If we still actually end up together.
Not just that. When I first saw this movie last night, I was thinking that maybe the plot twist at the end was going to be that turns out they were wrong and the dad was just a nice guy. But surprisingly, no. You know what's also interesting? This could have worked better if Colin went for a dark comedy. But no, we're supposed to take all of this shit seriously. There's never any hint of sarcasm. There's never as much as this is crazy remark. We're supposed to believe that these events take place in anything even remotely resembling reality. Oh, and this shit. I forgot about this. Hold on. I'll bring it up when it's relevant. Basically,
he had a gun in his thing, in his...
No. Okay, basically...
Trying to kill her.
Basically, what we're talking about there is basically they arranged so that the mom is the one going to be taking Christina to the talent show in school.
That was
She's
arranged
gonna-
earlier.
Hold on.
Fine.
Well, if you're forging the signature, you fucked up already. I just saw it.
Yeah, that too. But Harry also left detailed instructions on how to forge adoption papers so she can adopt Christina when the dad dies.
That doesn't sound suspicious at all.
Dwebs, are we drunk? Are we drunk right now, Dwebs? Because we cannot possibly be sober. Because there's no way this can actually be a thing that exists.
Well, Pedro, I don't know about you, but I am right now.
Well, this is the perfect movie to watch while you're drunk, so sure.
Yeah, we can tell he's drunk.
Shiroi, okay, better question. Shiroi, am I high right now? Because I get the feeling we all must be... this is an hallucination. We're all hallucinating this movie. It's a collective hallucination.
You only watched it yesterday.
I watched it because I saw reviews online that made me curious.
Okay.
Okay, I know Pedro, but Tio, Shiroi, have you done a commentary with me like this before?
I don't think so. No.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Drunk Dwebs. Basically, Drunk Dwebs made his first appearance in our Chappie commentary.
Yeah, I know. It was also in some other things, but I was also in whatever.
Yeah, I know.
I don't understand.
I
love this one.
We've ever watched him.
Basically, Peter here is sad because he thinks he should have been the one to die because everybody liked Henry, but nobody likes him and shit.
But you haven't given a shit about the whole movie, and now you're caring.
Well, no, actually, there's not. Sorry, I'm gonna have to insert that. It's not. She did love the boys. It's just that she's kind of bad at this.
It didn't come across as that though.
Well, they had moments where they even that moment where she even sang to both of them and stuff like that.
Yeah, where she where. Actually, I kind of wish that Rebecca Sugar wrote a song for this because it will at least make it a little bit more bearable.
Okay, guys, it's time to kill the guy from Breaking Bad. Sorry.
Breaking.
Breaking Dad.
Breaking Dad.
Well, this is actually yeah.
To break Dad.
I therefore renamed this movie Breaking Dad.
Yeah.
So yeah, time to execute the plan. So Teo, what do you think of this take? So Teo, what do you think of this take on Higurashi?
Insultingly boring.
Also,
I'm not. My stomach is churning. So.
Hey, Pedro, remember when you said earlier that when you said to Tio earlier, if you thought that if you heard him say the movie was boring, you wouldn't know what to believe anymore. He's just kind of said it right now.
I'm honestly surprised that Teo actually finds this boring. I just find this incredibly, fascinatingly terrible. How the hell does something like this get made?
It is, but here's the question: why should I care?
Sure, no, Teo, I don't care either. It's just that what I care about, however, is how the hell did this piece of shit get made?
That's what I would like to know.
Greg wrote this. He finished it. He looked on it and said,
1998.
And he thought to himself, yes, this is it. This is the script that I'm comfortable pitching to studios.
Yeah, it took me 20 years, but I finally achieved my magnum opus.
You will see my magnum opus. Anyway, yeah, basically like I was saying earlier, this is a talent show, and Christina here is going to do a ballet dance as her talent. And keep a lookout for bruises, because remember, Ari specifically said that she's always coming in with bruises. So obviously, if Colin,
I've never seen any bruises in this film.
So obviously, being the director, Colin will definitely make sure that we see those bruises, especially during the moment where she has the skimpier outfit for the ballet, right?
No, he doesn't.
There you are. Surprising.
That's another thing about Dr. I'm sorry, I know he has a name, but I'm just gonna call him Dr. Ronan.
Are they gonna start dating or something?
Yeah, but I was thinking too. The Doctor is clearly trying to get the moves on.
Surprisingly, no, too. This goes nowhere.
Of course.
Oh.
Anyway, what's interesting? Leap, this actor is so tall that watching him play off these little kids and Naomi Watts, who's like 5'2", he's a fucking giant in this movie. Oh, that's right, I forgot. Let's just say Peter's talent in the talent show is interesting.
Let me guess. He has no talent.
It's like that beginning of episode 2 of season 21 of South Park about the song celebrating what this kid thinks of North Korea. Down, down, down.
And now back to white people decorating houses. Or renovating houses, actually, sorry.
Where'd you get that from?
From South Park. Basically, as you know, those shows of people renovating houses? Yeah. Basically, a recent episode of South Park did a parody of that.
Yeah. Alright, let's see.
Welcome to Homes Under the Hammer.
Welcome back to white people renovating houses. Oh. So there you go. The bad actor kid's talent is rapping.
And muted. I mean, there's still the South
I'm the Shiznits.
What the shizzle?
What the fuck? Drops the mic.
This was funnier in the second MLP movie.
Speaking of that, I'm actually tempted to see the theatrical one.
Oh.
Don't give money to Hasbro, dweebs.
Or Lionsgate, more accurately.
Colin, Greg, I have a question. Where did the family, pleasant, whimsical movie that we started with go?
Now
So,
she's
yeah.
gonna drive off and
I can't believe we started with a happy.
Now we're watching a Fast and Furious movie.
Yeah, this movie is something for everybody.
What the fuck?
I cannot.
Is this what kids' talent school
Yeah.
events do these days?
I don't know.
I really hope not.
I can't believe we started with a pleasant 80s style family, and now we're watching
Mountain
Naomi Watts. And now we're watching Naomi Watts about to murder a guy from Breaking Bad.
Drinking.
Is he reciting the alphabet while burping?
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
burping. recess
Yeah.
did this bit better.
Dude, we
Yeah.
all know that the best drink for burping contest is Pepsi. Come on. Yeah, welcome to Far Cry 5 now.
Far Cry 5.
And this is gonna be the theme of it. Look at me. Yeah, that's the perfect theme for me. The reason watching this one was once lost.
Where did we
A
go?
child's dulcet tones, just.
How did we end up from the movie we started with to this?
Dwebs, where did we go? What did we turn? Did Greg and
Tap.
Dwebs? I'm starting to think Greg and Colin took a wrong turn at Albuquerque and somehow ended up in this.
I really want to get all to you, but at the same time, I don't want to miss any of this.
I know, right?
No, this is turning into a spy movie considering the point that she's doing plan by plan, little by little.
How many movies?
Soon, there's 20 minutes left.
Colin, how many movies can you stuff in 100 minutes?
I'm sorry, director and or Michael or whoever was responsible for this. Tap dancing is not making the scene tense.
By the way, Pedro, after the movie itself is done, I'll post you the thumbnail.
Sure.
Alright, let's see if she packs it.
I just got a freaking.
I'm watching Naomi Watts. I'm watching Naomi Watts with a fucking sniper with a suppressor, about to kill a guy from Breaking Bad.
Dr. Henry.
I don't. What the fuck? Again, how the hell did this piece of shit get
This is
made?
fanfiction land, Pedro.
Is this like what Gears of War was, also foreshadowing for her to be
You see, Theo,
scared using firearms?
You see, Theo, this is what Gears of War does to people. It turns them into murderers.
Of course, because kids are violent.
Wait, is that gonna be the message at the end of this movie?
No.
Someone resumes.
Okay.
Someone picks back Jack Thompson because he's wait, he has a revolver now.
Yes. Okay. I don't get this moment. Hold on,
you're
Theo.
the chief of police. You should have a better gun than a revolver.
Hold on, Theo. While he was at home, he heard a whistle. And now he's gonna. Oh, by the way, she's supposed to shoot him in here so that he can fall into the river, so that she can then hide the corpse and shit. But anyway, the point is, yeah, he's hearing this whistle, and he's already traveled way far away from into the woods. And there you go. Somehow he was able to hear this walkie-talkie's whistling from his home. This guy must have superhuman hearing. I mean, seriously, what the fuck is this?
So is she gonna do it?
Is that plot twist? The guy from Breaking Bad is actually Superman. Is actually from Krypton.
Of course.
Is the other walkie-talkie hidden in the house or something?
No. She was the one whistling into the thing from the treehouse. And there you go. All right, guys, pay attention for bruises.
Actually, was saying, girl, if you wanna do this kind of dance, you need the special shoes called properly ballerina.
Hold on, Dibs. Let's pay attention and see. Alright, okay. We're about to get what is quite possibly the stupidest moment in the movie. I know that's saying a lot, but...
Let me guess, Pedro.
Not just that, she's gonna get splinter on her feet all over the place.
They're going to react that there are bruises there, but there
No,
aren't any.
no, that's just the... Dwibs, you just kind of called it.
Because the power is in the feet.
Shiro, did you see any bruises there?
Not on her arms, no.
Not even on her back. Let's see, they showed her back right now, and there were... No, this girl looks physically fine. As far as I can tell, at least.
I mean, the lighting is...
Oh, let's say... Hold on, pay attention here. Pay attention here. Eliminate all distractions. Yeah, and now she accidentally triggered this thing.
Oh.
Eliminate all
Pay attention here. Pay attention here. Keep in mind. Hold on, too. Pay attention to not to this part back when we get back to the dance. Basically, as you can probably guess, she's gonna fail. Okay, let's just. All right, dancing.
Remember your training.
Remember your training.
Remember training.
Smooth exhale. Don't tense up.
Oh, by the way, Shay, we're also about to get the moral that you've been waiting for.
Steady. Mom.
Okay.
And now, listen, look at this. And now, for some reason, the principal somehow, by watching her dance... Hold on. Yeah, right now. And now somehow the principal, now suddenly she thinks, okay, turns out the child abuse is real, so I'm gonna call the cops. I'm not even kidding. That's what she was
Are you
doing.
fucking kidding me?
And now, what that gadget did is, it shows pictures of them as babies.
Was this part of his master plan as well?
No, I don't think it was, at least.
And let me guess, she gets distracted by this, and the dad
Oh
gets like,
no, I get it. The little kid actually was fixing the machine, so that was his doing. He's doing this to sabotage the brother's plan.
No. It's not it's not the little kid too. At least the movie never says that.
Not just that. I gotta love how the recording is saying, yeah, but she's.
Hold on, Shiri, we're about to get the moral. So, but yeah, like okay, here we go. Hold on, Dubs.
right.
Wait for it.
So.
Yeah, so.
Pretentious.
So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. You see, Shiroi, the moral of the story is, if your son asks you to murder someone, just say no, because he's just a child. That's the moral of the story.
Pedro, I'm so tempted to click off the movie right now.
I know too,
I'm
but
joking.
We're nearly done. We're nearly done.
We're nearly done too.
Busted. Good question, Anka.
Oh.
What the hell, Greg?
A murder?
Emergency room visits. School absences. Bruises.
Bullshit. There aren't any.
Never any.
Swept under the rug by your brother.
Uh,
All of it. And you never even knew he was watching.
But don't you see, I was the one that gave him the brain tumor.
So yeah, she's going to basically create a scandal.
Go
ahead.
What are we going to do that for like Guardians of the Galaxy? Who do you
So
think
is the
they're
mom gonna die now?
No. What happens is she change of plans. She's going to create a scandal. Basically, she's going to literally tell everybody. Combine that with the fact that somehow the principal suddenly realized that the child abuse thing is real, just from watching her dance. I mean, well, I don't understand that. I mean, again, if she had bruises that would have been the perfect time to reveal that she has bruises in her body. And you didn't take advantage of this, Colin.
You never lay a hand on
I don't understand
It's
you.
not like bruises are difficult to.
No, they're not. That's what
with makeup.
That's what the Department of Makeup is for, Shiri.
Look at me.
Look at me!
Look at me.
Are you looking?
no, I'm sorry. I'm actually scrolling my browser at the moment.
Look at me when I look at you, you piece of shit.
Now, look at your man. Now back to me. Now back to your man. Now back to me.
Yeah, you're up against Naomi Watts swimming it.
He could easily, kill her. I mean,
Yeah.
he's capable.
But-
so.
My guess is Shiroi.
Oops, you just forgot your own sniper.
My guess is Shiroi. He's afraid that she might have some kind of evidence or something.
Mhm.
Again,
That will actually be more of a reason to kill her, but whatever.
this is turned into a freaking CSI episode.
Dwebs. Again, Colin couldn't decide, so he just made all of them.
Or 24, whatever.
420 blaze it.
Dwebs. Maybe this is a contest. See, think of this as a contest, Dwebs. How many movies can we stuff in 100 minutes?
Can we please get Kiefer Sutherland in this movie and help restore some kind of integrity here?
Here's the plot twist, Dweebs. In reality, Hank is getting arrested at the end by Jack Browker, whatever it's called, the premise
Jack
of
Bauer.
24.
So
Jack
guess what?
Bauer.
So
And
guess-
getting tortured.
Listen, I need you to handle something for me.
Yeah, he's gonna make the police go away.
No, actually, this time, Dwebs, it's not going to be happening because this time the principal called in.
So, literal Deus Ex Machina, charming.
Yeah, so here's my question. If up until this point, calling social services didn't do anything, why is it that...
Why did it now?
Yeah, exactly.
This movie goes very up, down, and all around.
He said...
Okay, I get it, it's too wide, but why only now it's too wide?
Because the plot says it is too.
Yeah, you're not getting out of this one, mate.
Matey boy.
And there you go, the cops are already here.
What a cop out. And I'm generally not intending this as a pun.
Well, you just did. Freeze! You're under arrest for child.
Put down your weapons. You have 20 seconds to comply.
No need.
Actually, that's the real cool twist. If this was set in the same universe as
He's gonna-
Robocop.
He's gonna shoot himself, isn't he?
Very good,
Really?
Dwebs. Very good.
Really?
I called it.
That's basically a confession.
Fucking hell, man.
This movie's giving me a headache.
I'm gonna just quote Dr. Eggman for this. He wasted so much of my time.
You've wasted so on the door.
Oh, that's right. And now introducing Peter the Great. Okay, Shira, we already had the moral, but now this is supposed to be the big emotional payoff.
What's in the box?
This is the heartwarming moment that's supposedly gonna make everybody... And you're supposed to react the same way that the audience reacts, I guess.
Oh, let me guess. He's gonna jump off the corpse or something.
Okay, did you hear what he just said?
Yeah.
He's going to make the brother reappear.
Consider, I swear to you guys, by the time I got to this scene, considering how fucking nuts this movie is, I was half expecting the brother to pop out of there at this point. Why not? I mean, it makes about as much sense as anything else. I love how everybody's like, oh my god, is he?
Is he gonna...
There you go. See, I told you that thing from that other scene was gonna be important.
Fuck off.
And I love this one. And now Dr. Ronan here finds it hilarious and something.
I'm sorry, this doesn't work because no one in the fucking room outside of a little brother knows what the brother actually did before. So.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you too.
No one here knows the context.
Exactly. But and yet he look at him. He's so happy.
I mean, if I were there, I'd assume that the kid's like spewing his brother's ashes all over everybody or something.
Like, honestly, with how involved this doctor's become, I'm still surprised that he's not dating the mother now.
Yeah, same.
And of course she goes up and that so she can hug the son.
But actually, Shiri, what happened to the co-worker?
Hold on to.
I don't know.
So beautiful. It's so beautiful.
Beautiful.
No. Notice my directing.
You know, as a scientist, I never believed in magic.
I'm off the video. I'm seriously out the video now.
Oh come on, Taylor, you're abandoning us.
Yeah, you gotta stay at least for final four.
Do you believe in magic?
Do you believe in magic?
And let me guess, the police are gonna arrest Niobe Watts for attempted murder.
No.
I'm so not bothered anymore.
No, Dwebs. Basically, they're gonna talk about how Mr. Sickleman
Is
took his...
that- Is
What?
that... Hang on, that blue painting in the background, was that someone... What was that? What's the name of the water gem from Steven Universe.
Lapis.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah, it was
not.
supposed to be Lapis or something.
Anyway,
So, yeah, Glenn killed himself.
Yeah, Glenn killed himself, so now the mom gets to adopt Christina because of those forged adoption papers. Well, there you go, guys. There you go, guys. Christina's saved.
Yay, Christina. She was like in 5 scenes.
In the best interest of the minor child, the court hereby orders that permanent custody be awarded to Susan Carpenter.
Yay! She's now gets to take Aaron's place as the older child.
Yeah.
Yay.
Oh, and here's Aries' conclusion narration.
Stories about good and evil. Stories about the triumph of the human spirit. About living and dying. And how you gotta do one in spite of the other.
And yet we didn't.
Yeah, this message doesn't seem to fit the movie.
It's about you and me.
Now remember, Shiro, the message is that if your kid tells you to kill someone, don't do it. That's the message.
Wow, that's
That's
amazing.
a moral we all needed, guys. That's...
Oh, see? Eteo. His final narration on the tape is, "This is not my story anymore. It's yours."
What, did Henry know that the
Go away, Tidus. I don't want to play your game again.
Exactly.
What, Paige, did Henry know that the mum wasn't gonna do it?
Of course yes, because apparently Harry is not, it's not just a genius, he's a fucking fortune teller, because apparently remember, Dwebs, he predicted that the mom would mistake directions.
Hey, Paige, the script's so old that he knows what's gonna happen in the movie.
I mean, remember, Dwebs, when she turned away from the ATM, oh, okay, now go right, and then she goes left, no, you're other right. Because Harry is such a genius that he would predict that the mom would mistake directions in that specific moment. Brilliant. That's
What if she moved or something?
the key word of the day is contrived.
That's your word of the day, kids.
Yes, contrived from a script from 20 years ago.
And a film that probably should have been made or abandoned 20 years ago.
Honestly, Shiro, the fact that this movie actually got made is kind of a miracle. How the hell?
You know, Colin, this film might have been partially responsible for you not getting big budget work ever again if you got axed from that Star Wars. Was it worth it, man?
But I honestly, I don't even know what to tell you.
Please tell me there's no credit sequences.
No, I'm pretty sure there aren't.
Alright, because I want to click off this as soon as they start rolling.
There's only going to be 4 minutes of credits.
Nick Fury comes in to recruit Naomi Watts for the Avengers.
I wish.
How about you join a better movie?
And then plot twist, she ends up in the worst MCU one or something.
And that was the Book of Henry.
Alright, I'm closing this now.
I am closing this. Yeah, I'm doing the same thing.
Alright,
Okay,
Teo.
final-
Hold on. I'm pretty sure Teo wants to get out of here as soon as possible. So go ahead, Teo. Say your final thoughts.
Theo?
Teo?
Yeah.
He abandoned me.
Yeah.
I can't believe you, Teo. Oh.
Oh, wait, huh? Oh, but he's cutting out.
Okay, but Theo, leave your final thoughts in text and I'll read them or something.
Yeah, go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
In the meantime, someone else give their final thoughts.
Oh,
first.
yeah, Teo wants to be left for last. Okay, in that case,
okay.
go ahead, Shiro.
Oh, okay. Well, that was very... I mean, to use that reference again, up, down, and all around.
Let me guess, what the hell did I just watch?
I think I just watched scenes from a few different movies that were just kind of splooshed together to make this one emotional train wreck. Because it kept, the mood kept shifting up and down, but the thing is, it was never, aside from the beginning, there was never truly a genuinely emotional, positively emotional part of the movie. So, there were a lot of elevated lows, but there weren't really any highs in this movie at all. The writing is stupid. Not quite sure how this got made at all. And, well, this, I wasn't bored, I'll give you that, but, this wasn't very good. This exists. I've seen it. I don't need to speak of it again. Alright, I'm done.
I
Can I
see.
go next?
Go ahead.
Yeah, what even is this movie? How did it go from like an apparently 80s style-ish movie to whatever this is? I mean, the acting's fine, and I mean, since Trevorrow didn't have any hand in writing, I guess the direction's okay, but it's the script, isn't it?
Mhm.
How no one thought after 20 years that maybe this needed touching up somewhere. I have no idea.
Yep.
Yeah, it's crap, but hey, it's not boring.
It's fascinating crap.
Yeah,
Okay, you done with?
yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Basically, my relationship with this movie is that I'm a scientist, and this is my number one specimen of sorts. This isn't such a fascinating specimen. I am endlessly fascinated by how the incredibly weird and batshit insane decisions that were made in writing this. I mean, this is literally 3 movies mushed together. The tone switches on a fucking dime. It's so jarring when every time the movie suddenly decides to just completely switch tones and plot. Like for example, did we really need Henry to die? I mean, couldn't he just be the one doing it himself? I mean,
if they made it so he died at the end of the movie, then that would have been something. But
no, he just dies in the middle half because. I mean, because we needed to have some cheap drama, I guess. But I'm so baffled. The writing is so contrived as well. Like all the instructions that immediately predict everything that the mom is gonna say. That's so bullcrap. And I love how utterly incompetent the logic of this movie is. Like the principals. Oh, I saw her dance and she looks sad while dancing. Therefore, that means she's getting molested. That makes sense to me. Yeah. How the hell did this movie get made? I really want an answer to this question. Someone has to answer for this. We cannot go by with the rest of our lives without an answer from Greg. Greg and Colin need to come clean and explain who did they blackmail to get this movie made. I refuse to believe that an executive read this script and thought, yes, I see absolutely nothing wrong here. It's mind-boggling, to say the least. This movie it's okay. The best way to describe it, it's like this is art, except it's a painting of an obese, unfunny clown. It looks terrible, but you cannot help but be fascinated by it. It's mind blowing to me, and like we've said, I never felt bored while watching it, and I was just fascinated by it. So, like I said, it's just interesting. It's a really interesting train wreck to me. All right, Theo, go ahead and finish us off.
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna go quote Jeremy. I think. Yeah, Jeremy Jans one line, I forgot specifically, but I'm gonna forget this movie in like T-minutes. Yup, already forgot.
Forgot or repressed?
Maybe the two, maybe both for sure. Here's the thing: this movie is horrible, but it's also clearly attention whoring. So the best thing to do is actually either ignore it or not promote it, not giving it the food that it needs. And that's apparently what people did, because this movie grossed only 4 million of the 10 of this budget.
Yeah.
Regardless, the it's still offensive. It treats a lot of themes badly. It has bizarre things like the mother playing Gears of War. By the way, thanks Microsoft. All the movies you need to make publicity was this one. Seriously, the Kinect in Paranormal Activity 4 was way better.
Go ahead.
But no, it's just at the end of the day, I don't care about any of these characters. I'm only caring about the fact that these actors, including Hank one, I decided to accept this job. Once again, just like with the brother of the police commissioner, the child service guy who has the best acting job in the entire world, easiest acting job in the world. So. But aside from and the kid, the genius kid is really offensive in the way they're treating his condition.
Yeah.
It's almost if I was watching an even more offensive version of Sheldon from Big Bang Theory, but whatever. The mother, I don't even know how to say it. She complete psychopath through and through. The little kid is just a little kid, honestly. He's just trying to do his best to survive in this world. And the supposed abused girl, little child, doesn't even have nearly any screen time to justify that. She has that dance sequence at the end where she starts crying, but that's it. Fuck this movie.
That
I'm not
would have
gonna
paid
even.
off a bit more if
I'm
there was more to
not
do.
gonna bother with this movie any more than I should have. So yeah, I'm gonna forget it just right after we finish this commentary. There you
Alright.
go.
Yeah, but you know what, Pedro? This movie actually kind of has me more excited for the next Jurassic World film since Trevorrow's co-writing it.
Oh, goody. Anyway,
He's not directing it, but he's co-writing it.
nah, I don't know. If Greg was writing it, then maybe I'd agree with you. Anyway, you were saying something, Shirley?
No.
I remember you saying something. I wouldn't mind whatever. Blah, blah, blah.
Oh, about the scene with the dance. It would have been more impactful if it actually meant anything leading up to it.
Yeah, exactly. But don't you see, Shiroi? She looks sad while dancing. That clearly means she's being abused.
Because dance is expressive and shit.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
You see? And how about that moral?
You're
So
a
that-
child, I'm an adult. I am smarter than you, even though I'm not.
So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's the big lesson we all learned today. If your kid asks you to kill someone, just
Don't
say
do it.
no. There you go. Alright, so now that we're all richer for the experience, except for Theo, according to what he said, see ya for what I guess what the hell Colin is gonna make next, I guess. So see ya.
He's gonna make something at least.
See ya, right?
See ya.
See him.